Tell me, what is the administrative distance of Eigrp?
90, sir.
What is the multicast address Eigrp uses? Okay. What is the multicast address Eigrp uses?
224.0.0.10.
Yeah. What is the multicast address RIP version 2 uses?
224.0.0.9.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what is the metric in Eigrp? Sorry, metric in RIP?
Metric in hop count.
Hop count. What is the address used by version 1 RIP?
Broadcast message.
Broadcast address 225, 255, 255, 255,
Yes,
255. Very nice. Now, we saw OSPF, sorry, Eigrp uses autonomous system number.
yes, sir.
What is autonomous system number? The number that helps to group the routers. The number that groups the routers. All those routers that are in same autonomous system number only will share the route updates between themselves. Two routers that are in different autonomous system number will not share anything. For a router to form neighbor, for routers to form eBGP neighbor, autonomous system number is very important. Okay, how often hello packets are sent? We learned that hello packets are sent between the routers to form neighbor, right?
Yes, sir.
How often?
Every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. Now, if a neighbor is not sending hello for 15 seconds, the neighbor is considered as
Dead.
dead. Can we change this timer? Yes, you can change the timer, but not recommended. Next, how many hop count RIP supports?
Maximum 15.
Correct. Eigrp metric is not hop count, but Eigrp also got some limit in hop count. Eigrp supports maximum 255 hops. But by default, they are configured to support by default only 100 hops. Understood what I said?
Yes, sir.
Maximum is 255, but it is not default. If you want, we need to configure it. Let me show you that, you see. Oh, there is no Eigrp running in this show IP route. There is static route. I think yesterday I did not save this configuration, which I did. It's okay, I can quickly configure it. I'm going to remove the static route. Show run. These are the two routes I need to remove. No. Right. Now you see I'm going to enable protocol. Router Eigrp 10. What is this 10?
Number.
What number is that? autonomous system number, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now I have enabled Eigrp. I did not advertise any network. You see, show IP protocol. It says I'm running what protocol now? Eigrp 10.
Eigrp.
You see the maximum hop count be by default is
100.
100. You can increase it up to
255.
how? Let's see. Router Eigrp 10 max this is a simulator, no? They don't have that command here. There is a command called maximum max up. We don't have that, but this is the place where we will configure. This is the command max up. All right, this is a simulator. You don't have that support. Okay, show IP protocol. I just showed you what is the default maximum hop.
100.
Okay, but metric of Eigrp is, you see here,
8.
what is this? See, what is the metric of RIP hop count?
Hop count.
What is the metric of Eigrp? 5k values.
5k values.
K1. You see that right here? K1, K2, up to K5, K2, K3, K4, K5. Now you may ask, what is this K1? We understood what is hop count. What is this K, K1, K2, K3, K4? What are these K values? K1 means bandwidth. What?
Bandwidth.
K2 means delay. Sorry, K2 means load. K3 is delay. K4 is reliability. K5 is MTU. These are the 5K values. Bandwidth, load, delay, reliability, and MTU. This is the order, okay? You should know in order. What is K3?
Delay.
K1?
Bandwidth.
These two are important for you. Why you know? You see K2 is 0. Not important. K4 and 5 is also 0. Not important. K1 is?
Bandwidth.
Sir, what I'm talking, what you're asking. I said K2 is 0, K4 and 5 is 0, so you no need to consider.
Yes.
What is K1?
1.
1. K3? 1.
1.
Which means you have to consider them. Bandwidth and delay is what the metric of Eigrp. So metric of Eigrp is 5K values, but only bandwidth and delay is considered. See, whatever is considered, you cannot multiply it by 0.
Yes, sir.
What will happen if you multiply by 0?
It will be 0.
Ah, correct. it becomes 0. All right, so bandwidth and delay. So if someone asks you what is the metric of Eigrp, this should be your answer. Slowest link bandwidth plus some means what? Adding all the delays. This is what we should say. Okay. When you come to CCNP level, the next level training, you will understand this in much more detail, in depth. Now we are learning what is the metric of Eigrp. It is the slowest link bandwidth plus sum of
delay.
Now Eigrp supports authentication, which is called as Md5 authentication. Why do we need authentication? See, when this router provides root, router C will learn the root. But what if router A is a fake router? Someone has faked it. You know what is faking?
Yes, sir.
So someone has faked router A. What does it mean? Someone is running Eigrp 10 here. When they run Eigrp 10, what will happen? This will form neighbor, no?
Yes, sir.
And whatever this router A gives, router C will learn. If router A gives wrong information, wrong route information, router C will learn it and it will forward to the packet to the wrong destination. That may be attacker's network.
Yes, sir.
So we need authentication to avoid such attacks, to avoid such fake neighbor forming neighborship. How to do this? Fake neighbor. Authentication. If router A says, I want to be your neighbor, you need to ask, what may be your password? What is your password? Router C should ask password. And router C will check the password. If the password is correct, only then router A will be accepted as a neighbor. If it is a fake router cannot provide the correct password.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
So these things will happen behind the screen. You will not type the password every time. You will just put the password on router A and C. So that router A will use the password and talk to router C. And router C will check the password with a local password. Because it is matching, router C will accept. Likewise, router C will send the hello packets with the password. How often the hello packets are sent? Every 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
So every 5 seconds the authentication will happen. Only when the password matches, they form neighbor. So authentication is important. Now, this authentication, if it is MD5, it is more good than plain text. MD5 is the encrypted password. You send the encrypted password. When we send the plain text password, what will happen? Someone will sniff the packet and know the password. And the fake guy will also put the same password and try to form neighbor with us. Danger.
Yes.
So MD5 is sharing the password in the hello packets in an encrypted format, which is always good. Yep. So let's see how to do this in Eigrp. For MD5 authentication, first thing is you need to have a keychain. Secondly, what you need to do is you need to call the keychain on the interface. That's all. Let us see how to do it. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
RC is already enabled, show IP protocol, but I did not enable any network. So let me add some networks. Show IP route. These are the two networks. Router Eigrp 10 network 10 network 20. No auto summary. Let me check the other routers. Here also no protocol. Show or run. I need to remove these two static routes. Router Eigrp 10 network. The networks in this router now one more router, let us finish. Yeah. Okay. Now if you see the routing table, show IP route, I have the routes to reach 172 network. Now let us enable authentication between router 2 and router A and router C. On router A, you first create a keychain. Give a name. I'm giving KC. Key number 1. Key string. Key string means password. I'm giving Cisco 123. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Now, I need to go to the interface F01. You see? Interface F01 is the one which is connecting to RC.
Yes.
RC. Yeah, so I'll go to interface F0/1. IP authentication MD5 IP authentication keychain KS keychain for Eigrp 10. What is the keychain name? KS KC KC is
Yes,
the
sir.
keychain name. You see
Yes,
here,
sir.
the first line. See that?
Yes, sir.
Done. Now, next thing is, I also need to say authentication mode for Eigrp 10. What mode? MD5. Have you noted down these commands?
No, sir.
One is this command under the interface. The other one is this command. Do the same. Now what happened, show IP Eigrp neighbor. See, there is no neighbor. You know why there is no neighbor? Because the other router is not enabled with authentication. Is that right?
Yes,
See,
sir.
earlier in router B we saw this network, but now we should not see this network. See, it's no more. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
It is because the authentication failed. If you go to router C and check the neighbor, you will not find one neighbor. See, authentication failure.
Yes, sir.
Show IP Eigrp neighbor. It says I have only one neighbor. This is router B's address, correct?
Yes, sir.
Router A address is what?
170.
Hello, 10001. That is the address to which this router is connected, right?
Yes, sir.
172 is also there in router A, but that is not connecting to router C. Router C is connected to 10001. So, if you put the correct authentication here, the neighbor will come, you see. Keychain. I can give any name here. I'm going to say lock. That's the name. There I gave what?
KC.
KC. I'm here giving lock. It is just to show you that that doesn't need to match. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next. Key ID is 1. Key string is same password. And now I need to apply this to the interface. What is the interface name you see here? F00 only connects to router A. Don't put this in F01. Why? We are not doing authentication with router B.
Yes, sir.
What is the first command? Tell me.
IP authentication.
IP authentication keychain for Eigrp 10.
Lock.
Next, IP authentication
Mode
for Eigrp 10 MD5. Now you see the neighbor will come up. See, immediately the neighbor has come up.
Yes, sir.
Check show IP Eigrp neighbor. You see, you can see two neighbors.
Yes, sir. 10 and 20.
Now if you'll go to router B, you will find that 172 network. You see, that's come.
Yes, sir.
So that's all.